came first, the chicken or the egg? So YouTube or LinkedIn, YouTube, they kind of go together, but which one did you start with?
Oh, definitely LinkedIn. So I just thought YouTube was somewhere that teenagers went to learn their next tips on Minecraft, or like home improvement guys would have channels about how to unplug your washing machine, and because we actually used it for that sometimes. I never thought that it would be a channel for me, for my business. And shall I just tell you the whole story, how I got started on it, Gillian?
Yes.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, just before the pandemic, I had joined a small peer mastermind here in the UK, and there's 5 of us. And 2 of the guys in that mastermind are YouTube experts, like proper experts. So Tom Martin, who is not on LinkedIn that often, but I tag him on these posts. He used to work for the BBC, and that's how he got into YouTube. And he's written an amazing book called YouTube Optimization. And he was one of the guys in the mastermind. But there's another guy called Luke Sharon, who runs a video marketing agency in England. And he was really big on YouTube. So when the pandemic struck, it was so timely. The 5 of us kind of clung to each other like a little life raft of support for each other. We used to have these regular Zoom calls and talk about business and what was happening in business and everything. And the 2 guys would talk about video and they talk about YouTube. And I'd be like, I don't really do YouTube. But of course, I had set up a YouTube channel years ago and fired up a couple of videos about Facebook and forgot I even had a channel. And then one day I got an email to say, you have reached 10,000 views on your YouTube channel. I was like, what? And I went and looked, and I had this Facebook video on how to post on Facebook. Like, that's it. And 10,000 people had watched it, and I had no idea it's even gathering steam. And I went to my mastermind. I said, oh, this is interesting. And they said, you should totally be doing videos about LinkedIn on YouTube. So I thought, well, sure, it's the lockdown now. What else are we going to do? You know, the kids are doing their homeworks in the other room. We're all going a bit stir crazy. We can only leave our house twice a day for a walk down the road. Might as well do something fun and see where it leads. So that's when I started creating videos. So that was around March, April 2020. And I'm a bit like a dog with a bone. I just kept creating videos and putting them up and trying to figure out what would work and what would land with my audience. And I would say it was about a year of consistently doing this. And Gillian, it would not have happened for the pandemic and the lockdown, because I just wouldn't have had the time to play around with it, really. And it started to get traction, and I monetized, I think. So you need 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours in a 365-day period, which means that people must have watched at least 4,000 hours of your content within that 365-day period. And I tipped over into that, I think, about a year in, maybe a year and a half in. And I thought, oh, this has got legs. Right. Okay. The big game changer for me, though, was not actually the revenue. So I get monthly revenue from YouTube, which is in the hundreds of pounds. It's very nice money. You know, it's dinner out. It's you know, taking the kids out for a day. It's, you know, it's not taking us on holiday or anything like that. But it is a nice little amount of money. But actually, what happened then was I started to get leads from YouTube. So people from big global corporations would connect with me on LinkedIn and say, I found you because I was looking for something on Google and I found your YouTube video. And that was really interesting. So people from large global multinationals that we've all heard of would be connecting with me because they found me through YouTube. And then it started to turn into paying clients. So I recently did a LinkedIn audit of a company with 13 different LinkedIn company pages who found me through YouTube. I have a client we've been working with for 6 months who found me through YouTube. So it has turned the money that they pay me and anyone who doesn't know YouTube, it's not someone said, oh Louise, you're paying for adverts. I'm like, no, they're paying me. The revenue is companies pay to put their adverts in front of my videos. And because my videos are seen as for a professional audience, people pay more money than they would if they were paying to go in front of a Minecraft video, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So my average rate that someone pays to get in front of 1,000 of my clients could be like £30. Whereas if you're someone who's talking about how to go live on YouTube, it would be like maybe $1. So it's a massive difference.
Got it.
So, but it was actually the big leads that I was getting from it. And it just, the more I'm doing it, the more these things are becoming apparent to me. And the more I'm like, thank you so much, Luke and Tom, for leading me down this path.